Thank you guys all so much for joining us today. I'm very excited. Today is our first call out of 5 calls that we'll be doing during the month of November. So it's a really great time for all of us to get together and talk about health, how to stay healthy during the holidays, how to really put yourself in the best possible situation as far as what you want and your goals and needs, especially during the holidays, because different things will come up, more stress, less energy, to be able to get all the different things done that you want to get done. And so we're going to help give some ideas. We know your time is precious tonight, and we want to really thank you so much for being on the call. We're going to keep this call to right around 30 to 35 minutes, so we will talk fast. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat, and other people will be answering those questions for you. If you were invited here by a friend or family tonight, that's because they care about you. So if you're not quite sure why you're on this call or why you're watching it, it's someone cared enough to reach out to you and say, please jump on this call. I think you would really like it. We are going to be centering this call all around a particular nutritional program that many of us are already on. And the reason for that is because it has changed our lives. It has made a huge difference to our energy levels, the stress, how we feel. Oh, thank you so much, Annie. Everything about how we live has changed drastically just by changing our foods. And through that, we've changed many other things as well. And you'll hear that in the stories that we're going to be presenting very soon. But as far as tonight's call, tonight is kind of an introduction as to what we do, who we are, and some different tips on how to stay healthy during the holidays. Whether you choose to join us and say yes to this nutritional and cleansing program or not, we will always provide tips and different pieces of advice on how to stay healthy. There's so many different ways that we can help ourselves during this busy time of the year. We're also going to continue these calls throughout November. The next one will be next Thursday, November 10th at the exact same time. And then we'll let you know each week as that goes because of the holidays. They'll change a little bit. And we're going to continue our Facebook group. So as long as you're in that event page, you're going to see different pieces of advice come up there. There's going to be meal suggestions, ideas, exercise ideas, different tips and advice, and continued information about our nutritional and cleansing program. Always feel free to invite guests and bring more people in. Many people are looking for different opportunities and solutions, and we really believe we have something incredible to offer. Tonight we're going to hear from 3 different presenters who have had incredible stories. They're going to share their experience of how they were introduced, how they felt about this program before they started, and then some of the results that they have received. They're also going to let you know their favorite food and a tip on how to stay healthy during the holidays. Many of you again, may not know why you're here. Just if you can keep an open heart and an open mind and listen to the stories, kind of watch some of the different slideshows that we're going to go through and decide if this is for you or not. We always have a money-back guarantee with this program. We just feel that we know it works. We know how incredible it is. But as long as you say yes, you'll have that experience yourself. Let's see, these calls are going to be mainly focused around the nutritional program, and that company is called Isogenics. Let me get our screen up for you. All right, great. Can everybody see that? Give me a thumbs up. Fantastic. All right, at the end of the call, you guys are going to receive a special discount. We appreciate your time and taking the time out today to be with us. So by the end of the call, you'll get something special. But we're going to start off with, as soon as it moves, there we go. What if you could think differently? What if your life was a little bit different? Maybe if it had a little less stress or a little bit more sleep, deep sleep, serious sleep. Maybe if you woke up a little bit more refreshed and didn't need coffee to start your day. You just woke up with energy. Maybe if the things weren't quite as foggy during the day and you were a little bit more clear and with your thinking, or maybe you lost some weight, or maybe you gained a little bit more muscle, or things weren't as quite as your discomfort levels were lessened. How would life be for you if that was the case? Those are just a few examples of different things that happen to people when they begin this nutrition program. You're going to hear that in the stories. So we're going to start off with, are you truly living your ideal life? Is there something that you would like to change? Keep an open heart and an open mind as to maybe this is an opportunity for you to give yourself that gift of what it is that you would love. And for some of you, and myself included, I didn't know I needed to change anything until I started this program. But within 1 to 3 days, I knew for sure that life could be a lot different. I'll share my story in just a minute. Isagenix is a solution-based health company. Excuse me, we are not just a weight loss company. However, for many people, weight loss is the beginning to receiving the correct health and all the opportunities of having premium health. So for many people around the world, many people are gaining more weight and they don't know why, or they can't lose weight like they used to be able to. And so many people are now obese and overweight. This nutritional program is a smart program to give our bodies the nutrients that we're looking for. And many people will lose anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds of those sticky pounds that just never seem to go away. Or some, as you're going to hear with one of our stories, have even lost over 100 pounds. We even have another girl here in Scottsdale, Arizona, who has lost 400 pounds. So it's pretty incredible as to what this does. But we have solutions to transform lives, and I would love to share these with you. We are going to start with Chris Bird and hear her story of how she got started and some of her results. And Chris, you just need to unmute yourself if you're muted.
Right. Okay, great. Thanks, Stephanie. And hello, everyone. I'm so happy and excited to share a little bit of my journey, my favorite Isagenix product, and my favorite health tip, which has served me very well for the past 30 years. So like I think most people, I was very skeptical coming to Isagenix. I watched a friend on Facebook and her husband completely transformed before my eyes over about a 9-month period before I decided, okay, I had to give this a try. She had lost about 30 pounds and her husband over 80. And at that point in my life, I was the heaviest I'd ever been. I was 30 pounds overweight. My family travels a lot, and that does not lend itself well to eating healthy. And it had just slowly crept up on me over about 3 or 4 years. At that time, I have a background in graphic design. I've been doing it for about 25 years, and I was freelancing it from home at the time. And I was so tired all the time, I would find myself nodding off at my desk while working, or having to go to my bedroom and take naps. And as a mother of a 7-year-old, I knew this just wasn't going to work. I had to change something. So after 9 months of watching, I asked my friend, okay, let's give this a shot. So my husband and I both started the program with a 30-day system. And I knew from day one, because of my favorite product, the Iceland Shake, that I had chosen correctly. This was something that was going to change my life. Not everyone has this experience, so I will say it's unique. But from the moment I had my first shake, I felt different. I felt it go through my body like, wow, I've been missing this nutrition all my life, and I just felt this jolt of energy. And it wasn't caffeine. There's no caffeine. It's just, it's an all-natural organic product. I think I was just missing this nutrition, and now it's something I will have every day for the rest of my life. So a little bit about the shakes and why I like them so much. Up until that point, I had been trying to feed my family by just shopping for whole foods, healthy foods, cutting out carbs, cutting out bread, cutting out sugar. It was a lot of work, all this shopping, prepping, cooking. And I wasn't getting anywhere. I wasn't losing any weight. I wasn't seeing any results. And so immediately, one of the things that I love about the shakes is how convenient they are. When you have your shake, you get a full macronutrient meal with 240 calories, 24 grams of protein, 8 grams of fiber. The protein is undenatured whey protein from grass-fed cows in New Zealand. It's the highest quality protein you can get. It's processed at a very low heat. Most proteins on the market are processed at a high heat, and all the nutrients are boiled out of them. This is like a cold process. The whey protein is extracted at a low temperature. It retains all its immune boosting properties. So I believe that because of the quality of these shakes, the fact that they're GMO-free, soy-free, gluten-free, all organic, my body just immediately had a reaction. That first week, I lost 9 pounds. I was blown away, and I knew I was all in at that point. I lost 12 pounds by the end of my first 30 days and 30 pounds overall. So with that, I also want to mention, a lot of people always say, well, why can't I just eat whole foods and get my nutrition that way? Yes, you can. It's a lot of work, like I mentioned. And if you Google soil depletion, you'll find out why whole foods alone are not enough anymore. So I'll just leave that there. So yeah, I lost 30 pounds overall. I haven't looked back since. I still have my shake daily. My whole family drinks them. I want to share my healthy tip with you, and that is that we should all be drinking half our body weight in ounces of water every day. And I know a lot of people know that, they hear that, but it's hard to do sometimes if you're used to drinking sweetened drinks, flavored drinks. So what I suggest is just add a little lemon to your water. Ruby Kraft, who has lost 200 pounds and is in our 200-pound club, also adds cayenne pepper to her water. But I always have mine with me. It's something I started in my early college days. The more you drink, the thirstier you get, I promise. So it gets easier. And with that, I want to turn things over to LaDonna, who is our next presenter. And at the age of 61 is the picture of health, definitely a role model. And she's going to need all that energy I'm sure she gets from the program because she has 13 grandkids. So over to you, LaDonna. I think you need to unmute. There you go.
Yeah. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. Yes, they do run me ragged sometimes, but I love them all, and they're all fabulous. These products do help me stay up with them. We have such a short call tonight that I want to get right into telling you about the product that I chose to talk to you about, and that is the Cleanse for Life. I guess I started with Isagenix. Let me tell you about that first. Routinely, on a regular basis with a 30-day system. That happened when I started getting to be 60. Around 60 years old, I started feeling exhausted, more exhausted than usual. I couldn't sleep, and that wasn't something that happened occasionally. That's something that started happening every single night. I know that happens with people that are of all ages. That really starts happening in the 30s sometimes. That gets worse. It will get worse as you age. I also, having gone to the gym, I was trying to stay up with my health, but that got to a point where it wasn't helping me anymore. At the firm, I was having problems concentrating on my work. One time I was the top income producing paralegal there, and I found it hard to concentrate. My productivity fell. All of this was starting to take a toll. Have you ever heard of a woman forgetting her anniversary date? Hello, that was me. And that wasn't 1 year, that was several years. I have to make sure I don't say that too loud, or my husband will come in here and say, well, what's the date? So anyway, that all started to show on the outside. What I was feeling on the inside started to show on the outside. My hair, my skin started to become dull and lifeless and dry. I started losing muscle mass, even though I was weight training at the gym. It started to scare me. I didn't want to end up being that elderly person that the rest of the family had to take care of. my children have always looked up to me. I was their hero. They used to write me these little notes, even as adults, telling me, Mom, you're my hero on Mother's Day and stuff. And I really couldn't bear the thought of not being their hero anymore, being that person they were taking care of. And once you're that strong person, it's hard to think of that in your children's eyes. I started becoming extremely unhappy and very moody, and things were just not working well. So at 60 years old, I had to make a decision. I either had to let life happen to me and accept what society tells you that, oh, well, that's just the way it is when you age, or make an attempt to prove that was wrong. So that's where Isogenics came in. And that's where I learned how to use Cleanse for Life and the products better. I started in the 30-day systems. I still do the 30-day systems, and it's over a year later. I started feeling better, started having more energy, started getting more sleep. And in the mornings, if I couldn't get out of the bed in the morning, it wasn't because I didn't get enough sleep. It was because, holy crap, I'm sleeping. So that it became difficult, because when you don't sleep for a long period of time, which I'm sure a lot of you have felt, it feels so good to finally have a full night's sleep, and it surprises you when the alarm goes off. So I gained a new perspective. I started feeling better. I started working better at work, once again functioning at the top level of paralegal, and that made me feel better about myself, and I knew why. The Cleanse for Life is one of my favorite things. I'm a huge believer that toxins are the #1 cause of the world's poor health, and that most of the things that were happening to me were a result of the buildup of toxins. The most important thing I started and changed in my downward spiraling health was routinely using the Cleanse for Life and cleansing the toxins from my body. That release will give you energy in itself. And once you have that release of toxins and you eliminate it from your body, that's coming out of your fat cells. The Cleanse for Life cleanses on a cellular level. It's designed to cleanse the whole body. It isn't a laxative or a colon cleanse. And once you hit 50, everybody knows what colon cleanse means. So it's not like that. It's different. And when you're highly toxic, your body will start to retain water, and it will increase its fat stores so that it can store the high level of toxins that you're putting into your body. That overtaxes your body's regular elimination system. So you have to do something to help it get rid of toxins. Cleanse for Life will do that for you. While it's doing that, it has nutrients that will aid your body. So while the elimination is happening, it's feeding your body to promote good health and vitality. It eliminates impurities, and at the same time gives you vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that nourish and promote your health. Regular cleansing, which I have learned to do, I do it weekly. I've done it weekly for a long, long time now. And I find that I can maintain my vitality and my energy. It eliminates impurities. It will help your liver and kidneys from becoming overloaded and trying to eliminate them all on their own. The other thing is regular exercising. And this can be a simple thing as walking. That helps your lungs breathe deeper and harder and eliminate toxins that build up in your system. I have a little tip on that I use, which is a lot of fun. And I started doing this years ago, and it's called a rebounder. And when I read about it, I thought, what the heck's a rebounder? So then I found out a rebounder is a mini trampoline. And although I have to fight my grandchildren over it, it helps them too. But let me show you what it is. This is my rebounder. And this, make sure I don't fall over on it, is what you do. That's it, 10 minutes a day. And I added a little reverse counterclockwise because it helped me visualize my cells reversing the aging process, which is a mind over matter thing again. So anyway, can you do that for 10 minutes and watch TV? I think so. I have read that if you use a rebounder, it is the one form of exercise that's been shown to stimulate and strengthen every cell in your body. So while you're releasing the toxins, doing with the Cleanse for Life, you're also using a rebounder to help strengthen those cells. So it only takes, it's a lot of fun. It feels fabulous. And it's only 10 minutes a day. It will increase the lymph system movement, stimulate your cell's elimination of toxins, and increases your cell vitality. So with that being said, I just want to tell you one more thing. I have tried hiring a trainer, and for one, have you priced that? For 1 month, 3 times a week, 1-hour sessions, it cost me $600. So that's a little pricey, and that was without nutrition support. We're here to help you. We want to help you, and it's for free. You just check in with us every week, and we will help you with whatever questions, whatever you would like to know. We're here for you. The program is doable. It's for everyone. All you need is desire, determination, and you can change your life. You can change your life like Chris did, like Stephanie has, and like Michael did, who's coming up to talk to you next about another one of our products. He lost over 100 pounds. I lost 10 pounds, and I know how great that felt. Can you imagine 100 pounds? He's wonderful. He's going to be up next. He can tell you about another product, and I will turn this over to him. He's ready to come on. And Michael Anderson, a wonder all by himself. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, LaDonna. So yeah, I released 100 pounds on Isagenix. I released a little before that as I learned about nutrition. A friend of mine was losing weight on it, and I saw a post on Facebook, and I said I can't afford to do this because I was working half time at the time, but I said I can't afford not to. So I actually used 401k money for my first month, and I released 28 pounds in my first month and felt great by day 5. Honestly, the first couple of days I didn't have a lot of energy, was tired. Day 3 was a little difficult, but by day 5 I felt amazing. It's like I rebooted mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I just felt incredible. I was sleeping great, and just by sharing my passion and my story, I started getting my product paid for, and I've had my product paid for every month since for 2 years. And I want to highlight Ionic Supreme. So Ionic Supreme it comes in liquid or powder form. You can drink it in powder form. It's a shake. You can just take a swig of the liquid every morning, kind of like a shot of whiskey. And Ionic Supreme has a lot of B vitamins, which are hard to absorb as you get older, but it also has a lot of adaptogens. And adaptogens are herbs and botanicals known from Eastern and Ayurvedic medicine to help the body adapt to stress. They've been used in Eastern and Ayurvedic medicine for centuries. And the Ionics contains antioxidants for protection from free radicals and oxidative stress, which means rusting. When you have oxidative stress, you're rusting inside your body. It also contains an advanced blend of trace minerals, because as many of us know, the connection between our bedrock and our produce, we're not getting the minerals into our foods like we used to. And minerals help you then take in vitamins and all the other nutrients. So Ionics is so important for your digestion. It also includes a high concentration of bioactives to support energy and physical performance and support the body to better cope with mental and physical stress. And cortisol is a hormone associated with stress. Cortisol levels are high in people who are obese, who are overweight, or stressed. And adaptogens help balance the body's hormone levels, which includes bringing down the cortisol level. So people that feel discomfort in their joints, people that have a mental fog, people that are struggling for a variety of reasons find that the Ionic Supreme is really wonderful. Some say it gives them mental clarity. That's what I swear by. I went on a trip one time and forgot it, and 3 days in knew what it was like to go without Ionics. Other people say it helps them sleep better, and I even know of people who have different autoimmune issues or inflammatory issues who say that taking it 2, 3, 4 times a day is a benefit to them. So If I were in a desert island and didn't take anything else, I would take the Ionix with me. And so just to recap, adaptogens, fancy word, all it means is help your body adapt to stress. And we all need that in this fast-paced world. And with that, that's all I have to say. I'll turn it back to Stephanie. Thank you all so much for coming in today. Remember, we have stuff in the event that will help you as you go forward with tips, and we will be doing these weekly calls once a week, every week.
Great. Thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate that. Coming back in. There we go. Sorry. Hopefully I'm on the screen now. I wanted to thank you guys all so much for being here. I have just a couple more slides to share. Weren't those stories absolutely amazing? They are 3 amazing stories, but they're only 3 of the thousands that we continue to receive on a regular basis. Our phones go off all day long of thank you, thank you, thank you. And this just happened to me too. I slept for 8 hours or 7 hours, or I got a full night's sleep, or I didn't yell at my children today, or, all the just different things that happen to people when they begin this system. So we really want to implode upon you that this is such an incredible program. It does offer a money back guarantee tonight through Saturday if you decide to say yes and make the decision to join us on this nutritional and cleansing mission. We will honor a free membership, which is $29 discount. And please get back to the person who invited you onto this call. They're here to answer your questions. They are extremely knowledgeable about this program and the product and everything that's completely involved. Our Facebook groups will continue to be updated and we'll continue to give more information. We are also offering a November transformation challenge. And it begins on Monday, November 7th. We're going to go all the way through December 6th, 30 days of extreme information on meal ideas, snack ideas, exercise ideas, how to stick with the program, how to make it work best for you, and very personalized as well. But the person who has the best transformation, and that doesn't necessarily mean weight loss, it can mean anything, whatever that transformation is, will receive a grand prize of $250. We'll continue to do prizes and different things throughout the entire month, so make sure you talk to your friend about joining us on our Facebook page and being a part of that. You do need to purchase a system in order to be a part of that transformation challenge, but every single week we are going to be offering you calls on everything, and we're going to take you through the entire system. So today was about day 1 through 4. Day 1 through 4 is really where you're not quite sure if this is going to work for you. You might be a little nervous. You might not be comfortable with spending the money. You might not think that this is for you and that you'll like it. Hopefully these stories have helped you understand that you will like it. We have a money back guarantee, and we are here to help people. We want to give people free food, and Michael brought that up. When we share with other people, and this happens very authentically, you'll receive money back from the company, and that people use to get more food. We are almost out of time, so I just wanted to share with you really quick what our packs look like. We have several different packs that you can choose from, and we are here to answer any questions. So please get back to the person who invited you today. We hope to see you again next week as we talk about the first week of November and the first week of your program. Thank you guys all so much for being here today. We're extremely blessed with your presence. And thank you, Michael, Adana, and Chris. Love you guys. Have a great evening.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Perfect way to end the call.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Hi, Aria. You're darling.
Bye.
All right, our next call will be November 10th. We look forward to seeing you guys all there.